Hello everyone, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. Welcome back to Build a Page. Layout number 2, which is featuring the sketch from 30 Days of Sketches, Series 10. I believe it was day 28, if I'm not mistaken. And it is from Susanna Lee, who I absolutely adore. And I'm very excited to get going with that. Sorry about the noise. Okay, so we are going to be working with that sketch. These super cute photos of my daughter. Oh, she's so cute. I think this was last day of school. I'm gonna have to go back and check because I don't think it was the first day of school. I'm pretty sure she wore a dress on the first day of school. I'm pretty sure this is last day of school from last year, so preschool. We have all of the goodies from the Brave and Bold collection from Amy Tangerine. So we'll get to those in a minute. Paper wise, we are working with a few. I'm going to use this as my base paper, and then we'll go ahead and cut into these as well so that we have the layers that we can see in the sketch. I'm not sure which ones are going where. I'm not sure about any of that yet. I just know that that's my starting off point. I am going to get you on fast forward. Hopefully I'll remember to record all of it this time. And let's see what I can come up with. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is trim down the base pattern paper there. I love this one with all the different colors of little, like, I don't know, paint lines maybe. That's what it looks like. Because I want to try and keep all the colors in as possible instead of just cutting off a quarter of an inch or half an inch or whatever it is from two sides. I did it around all of them so it was evenly spaced. Gonna add my little border here. I did decide to go with this even though it's not in the sketch just because I want to use up this piece of paper, but I liked the way that the colors work together. And I'm a big fan of a border. I feel like it helps kind of just frame and condense and make it look like it's supposed to be where it's supposed to be. I don't know. It's like a picture frame, right? So nothing goes outside of that kind of frame. And so I'm kind of a fan of that. Cut my photos up. Ah, so cute. She's adorable. So these were the last day of preschool. I did double check. And I'm just going to go through the patterns papers that I had selected when I created the kit. And I did give myself a few options because I knew this was going to be kind of a paper heavy layout in that aspect. There's also a lot of patterns and a lot of colors going on, so I need to be pretty mindful about what I'm doing and try not to make it too busy, too cluttered, too whatever. However, all of that being said, again, this is a last day of preschool. Preschool is messy. Preschool is fun. Preschool is loud. So I feel like it fits the vibe. Her shirt also is quite loud, if you want to say it that way. It's very colorful. So I feel like together with the choices that I made with the patterns, it all works together really well. I'm going to end up using this beautiful yellow pattern paper. I love that pattern paper. And I will make that part of the 2/3 type pattern paper that you can see in the sketch. You'll see that in a minute after I get through cutting all of this. But I did decide that the yellow was a good option for that. And that's why I didn't end up using it for one of the 4 bigger strips. I'm now going to make sure that I have my photos on some fun foam so they stand up a little bit. I ended up doing 2 layers underneath my photo. One of them is just a nice kind of framed layer, and then I tore some pattern paper for some fun little angles and stuff on the other one, and I just kind of looked to see what ones played off each other the best and went with that. Here's the yellow paper I'm talking about there, and we're going to layer that in, add some embellishments, and this layout is going to be done because of how loud it is and how much we didn't need to add too much more. But you're going to watch me do it all because I did keep it in. Nora and preschool was, it was a good time for her. She loved it. She made some really good friends, and 5 of them, I believe, transferred into her kindergarten. So that was really good. So when they started kindergarten this year, they already knew each other. And it helped, I think, with the transition because as we all know how scary going into something new can be, it was good that she saw some familiar faces. She just loves it. She loves school. She is a big fan of school. All right, so what am I doing now? I grabbed some Rosie Studio collection. I can't actually remember what this collection is called. I've split it up and put it into different areas of my containers of embellishments, but I have a school themed one. And so I pulled out a bunch of fun things that I felt layered really well with that. I'm going to put in the last day of school. I tried really hard to make it look like it goes together without trying to use all the same colors in one word, because I struggle with that, and there was no way I could do that with such a long title. So I just tried to make sure that there's a couple of the colors represented in every letter throughout the whole phrase. I then am going to go in with the stickers from the collection so that I'm now getting more of the collection into my layout. I used the Rose Studio ones because it really did have some school themed stuff, which is what I was trying to get across. So layering the rest of it in was kind of a secondary thing so that it still kind of falls in line with using some stuff up, because obviously that's the goal, right? Is to use our stuff up, but to then make it look like it's all combined into one collection. I will say over the years, I have very much become someone that I scrapbook by collection. Very rarely do I grab a bunch of random supplies and just create the layout from different manufacturers and different papers and stuff. It does tend to be within the collection. But I'm going to try to stretch that out a little bit as I get a little more using up my supplies and stuff to go back to being random. Because I used to not scrap by collection. That wasn't my thing. But then I got into the habit, and then of course it makes it so easy. So I would like to challenge myself to get out of that. And you'll see that hopefully coming up as I use up more and more of my stash. All right, so this is going to come up to an end here. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I know I'm behind, so this is all from Build a Page. If you can't, if you're watching this and being like, what's happening? I had great plans to get my layouts done, but it just didn't happen as we got the new kitty, and then we've had some weather, and we've had some birthdays happen and everything, so I'm trying to play catch up, which is why they're kind of out of sort, but that's okay. I at least have the kits there, and you can go back and see that. I'll leave the link to me creating the kits if you're interested in that. And of course, Moira and Kristen, Shannon, Jen, and Sheila have already done all of theirs, so you should be able to see all of that, and the links for that will also be down below. I'm just finishing off. I fussy cut out a few of these cute little phrase stickers to do my journaling on and have a little bit of something down there. You're going to see my finished layout pop up here. I did end up using a few wood veneer from Shadney's Etsy shop as well to finish it off, and there's a closer look at some of that. All right, see y'all soon. Bye.